to continue the discussion, so we have the lysosomes here and peroxisomes. So I forgot the slides. So usually they are small vesicles originate from the Golgi apparatus. Okay, so when you say lysosomes, they are cell scavengers or cell incinerator. So contains lysozymes that digest enzymes and break foreign materials taken by the cell by phagocytosis process. That's why the mechanism is almost the same as what we have discussed in biochemistry, the phagocytosis, and then we have the autolysis, or known as the autophagy. Okay, so autolysis, that is the digestions of the dead organelles. And we have peroxisomes, membrane-bound vesicles, which hydrogen peroxide is both generated and broken down by the enzyme known as catalase. So ito yung nag-breakdown ng hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen. So mostly found in eukaryotic cells, or yung mga peroxisomes. Okay? So another structure for bacterial cell wall usually functions for rigidity and strength. Okay? Main component is the peptidoglycan layer, or known as murin. Okay? Both the gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria possess a peptidoglycan layer, because it is the one that protects the cells from changing its shape or becomes turgor. Okay, turgor. Okay, linked together by small peptide chains. So we have the peptidoglycan layer here of the gram-positive, while we have here the peptidoglycan layer of the gram-negative bacteria, which is considered to be smaller in size compared with the gram-positive bacteria. Okay, usually they are found at the outermost layer, or the outermost layer of the cell membrane. Okay, so the difference also that the gram-negative bacteria possess lipopolysaccharides, or the surface proteins, and outer membrane. So this one is functions for communication process. For another structure of the bacterial cell, we have teichoic acid, surface proteins for communication. So we will discuss that is lipoteichoic acid, and then we have the teichoic acid. So we have the peptidoglycan layer. Take note, layers of the gram-positive bacteria are densely functionalized with anionic glucopolymers of wall known as teichoic acid. Okay, so usually these are found sa inyo na peptidoglycan layer. Okay, so what are the function of this one? So usually they play the important role or crucial role in cell shape determination, regulation of cell division process, and other fundamental aspects of gram-positive bacterial physiology. So peptidoglycan layer essential component. So this of the bacterial cell envelope. So it protects from bursting. It protects the bacterial cell from bursting to turgor, and maintains the cell shape. So composed of glycan chains, or carbohydrates connected by a peptide or protein. That's why it termed as peptidoglycan forms a network macromolecule around the cytoplasmic membrane. So usually, that's why ang name niyan is peptidoglycan. So there is a chain of a glucose plus yung peptide. That's why the name derived from peptide. The name derived from peptide plus the glycans, or the carbohydrates that is bonded. So they play the important role in the protections of the bacteria. Okay. Next, most bacteria have cell walls except Mycoplasma, which do not have cell wall. The archaea have cell walls, but their cell walls do not contain peptidoglycan. So take note, yung archaea may cell walls pero walang peptidoglycan. Okay? And L-form cell wall deficient bacteria. So tiny variants form when they lose their ability to produce cell walls. So they have deficiency. Most bacteria transforming into CWD responsible for different chronic diseases. Example, yung mga chronic fatigue syndrome, Lyme disease, rheumatoid arthritis, okay? Sarcoidosis. Okay, so later on we'll discuss the different diseases also that is caused by different bacteria. So these are examples only. Next, another structure of the prokaryotic cells, they have the glycocalyx or slime layer and capsules. Okay, so this one is considered to be the glycocalyx. Okay, glycocalyx contains the capsule also. thick layer of material known as glycocalyx located outside the cell wall, okay, provides protective coat from host factors cell wall recognition. So this one, if the bacteria tries to penetrate the cells, usually this is the protective mechanism. So parang defense, this is the defense mechanism, I mean defense structure, I mean, of the bacteria, yung glycocalyx. Okay, slimy gelatinous material produced by the cell membrane and secreted outside. So usually the functions of the glycocalyx generally, that is for protections. Okay, next, so example ng capsules, okay, for the bacteria, we have glycocalyx and we have the slime layer. Okay, another one from Streptococcus pneumoniae, we have the capsule or glycocalyx, the one that protects the Streptococcus pneumoniae, the Bacteroides fragilis. So we have another one, the glycocalyx slime layer. Okay, slime layer and capsules. So next,